Hi all, it's Kimberly, and I wanted to post a short video for you guys to give you some information on the intensive program. I know a lot of you have asked, and some of you this won't apply to, but you will probably tune in and watch the rest of us if you've been curious about it. So this is my 5th time holding an intensive program. This is my 5th program, and each time I hold it, I'm able to learn new things about how to set it up for it to be best for the participants. And over the years, it has grown and grown, and I really have it sort of down to a science to make it really easy for you and really effective. It used to be a 3-week intensive program, and I extended it to 4 just because the feedback has been that the first week is a lot of work, and I've really seen that we need to divide it into 2 weeks. So anyhow, essentially what the program is you will receive like hand-holding in your self-discovery work, in your self-mastery work. So when I talk about self-mastery, I'm talking about you going to the root of your healing. And I want to read you a couple of comments from clients who have just done soul coaching with me. There's quite a few testimonials up on my website that have comments from like previous participants in the intensive program. But we follow the same protocol in the intensive program as I do in my soul coaching sessions. Is we go deep, we go to the root, and then we learn how to get you into alignment by having you call up all of the lines of fear and actually re-experience and understand where they're coming from in a really, really tangible way, in which you get to process your emotions, in which you really get to the root of things that you may have never gone that deep before with. And it's a quite empowering process. It's not one that is, too heavy or too much to take. And if there was trauma or anything else that you need to deal with, I have the tools to support you. I also have other, specialists that I can bring in, like if you ever did encounter a high level of trauma that you were having trouble processing. But for the most part, we empower you through the memories. We empower you to connect the dots in your healing, to understand the 4 areas that fear stems from within you, which is your wounding, your childhood wounding, and then the lines that connect back to societal, cultural programming, ancestral DNA, and ancestral imbalances that you have inherited or brought in through your bloodline, and then also through past life karma, which you've recreated in this life. So that's level 1, and that's what we dig into in the first few weeks. And it's intense. That's why we call it an intensive program. But let me read you some feedback from just my coaching clients about that level 1 process, okay? Somebody recently said, I think I'm still processing. I had followed up with her after a session in which we did memory recall. She said, I think I'm still processing. Mostly I'm floored at how I had normalized that memory and somehow attached all the feelings of empathy to those around me. I never really processed how traumatic it was for me. I seemed to skip right over that. It was very eye-opening and healing to comfort myself as a child. So that's through the memory recall exercises. This is how we do our inner child work, shadow work. Someone else recently said, I realized that I had grazed over my healing until this point. It was an intellectual understanding that I had gained. I was telling a story that I knew where my wounding came from because I thought I did. But it's totally different through healing from the root up and actually re-experiencing it, learning how to comfort myself and empower through those memories. Wow, this is healing. So many epiphanies are coming. I'm receiving so much information to connect the dots. As I now forgive in an entirely different way. It's as if my adult perspective entirely skipped over my child self's perspective. Now they are one, integrated. Thank you. So this is like for those of you who have been on the ascension journey for a while, maybe you have done a lot of healing. Maybe you have worked with therapists. Maybe you have done work and said like, wow, I've done so much work. but still you feel like you're not totally in your power. It's not all clicking, or you feel blocked in some way and you don't know why. Maybe you're frustrated and you just want those missing pieces. Well, if you're open to it, like, give this a chance, because I will tell you, it works. I see it work all day, every day in my practice. I've seen it work in these intensive programs. The difference with the intensive program is that we take it in 4 weeks. Like, it's all condensed. Now, what should you expect? You should expect to put in daily time. I would say between 45 minutes to 2 hours a day. But that's not all every day. You guys, of course, I know that you work and you have, lives and everything. So the way I set it up is Monday through Thursday, I give you assignments. They correlate with my online courses on Vibe Up. I will have you take the courses. You'll get a membership via the intensive program. You'll go online, you'll log in, you'll take that particular course. Then you'll do all the worksheets and the information or whatever exercises I give you in the videos and in the workbook, in the course work, which you'll download right there next to it. In addition to that, I'll send you daily tasks, the tasks are sometimes like to post, like feedback or your process, or in our forum. Sometimes it's just like a practical exercise. It's something to make you think. It might be something in which you share something with the group. I create in the Vibe Up forum, we create a separate group for the intensive program. So you'll be able to correspond with other people in the group that are going through the same process, that are having the same epiphany. So there's tons of support from me and from them. And then I'll do that Monday through Thursday, assigning you the courseworks, giving you the daily tasks. But then I give you Friday to Sunday to catch up. Okay, so anything that you missed, that you didn't have time for, you'll have time to catch up with each weekend. Once a week, we'll meet one-on-one. Now, you can use that time to ask questions. You can use that time to facilitate. You can use that time for intuitive guidance if you want. I mean, I highly recommend you use it as coaching time. But you can pretty much sit down with me for a half hour each week and use that time however you like in terms of receiving support, guidance, helping you through the work, and sharing epiphanies and all of that. In addition to that, we'll meet once a week as a group. For the intensive group, we'll meet once a week. So you get to correspond with everyone else in the group. This is where we'll ask questions. We'll share our stories. Well, you can ask questions about the coursework. You can share your struggles. You can share your epiphanies, what you like, what you didn't like. You can exchange stories with one another. If you read the feedback on my testimonials on my site, a lot of people say like that was the best part of the program for them, was being able to share this journey and to hear that they're not alone, and to know that others are going through the same exact thing, and to share the healing journey with 10 other people. So I keep the intensive program small, about 10 to 12 participants each time. Many of my participants have gone on to become coaches in their own right, or are in the process of doing so. So right now I have a soul coaching certification that's going on, and I was lenient in making the intensive program a prerequisite. Most of the people took the intensive program, but not all. And I know next time around, when I hold the certification next January, it's definitely going to be a prerequisite. So you have to take the intensive program in order to get certified through me as a soul coach, as an intuitive soul coach. And the reason being is because this work is so important that you master it. It's so important, not only just for your own healing, but so that you can teach it to others. It's a very, very distinct process. It's very progressive. It works. It's my own philosophy. It's my own style. It's one of those things that I need to make sure that if you're going to be teaching it and perpetuating it, that you're doing it in a way that you have fully processed and understood yourself. My clients, my students love it. By the time we get into like weeks 2 and 3, you're practicing alignment. It's all self-discovery. It's totally fun. It's amazing. There's really fun exercises. I mean, you make it out of the heavy root root issue part of the journey. And then we work on manifestation, putting, claiming your power, how you put yourself out there, get on your mission, get in alignment, become a better manifester, all of that in the final week. But we work on everything from A to Z, from healing your wounding to integration, forgiveness, alignment, self-discovery, becoming an amazing manifestor, bringing yourself into your full potential. You get that all in 4 weeks. You got the daily tasks, the daily courses, the individual coaching, the group. There's so much value in it. It's crazy. So, if those of you who can't do it in April, you're interested in exploring some of this, I do the same thing in soul coaching. We just do it one-on-one, and we do it at your schedule. It's not necessarily literally online courses and support, but it's me one-on-one teaching you and guiding you through it. And there's a soul coaching package up there now for 4-session package that you can spread out over 8 weeks if that works for you. Or you can do a 4-week intensive program if you're willing to commit to that, which is really a fun journey. I am looking at my calendar for this year, and I'm going to say it's quite likely that this will be the only intensive program that I will run. Normally, I hold them in the spring and the fall, but this fall is going to be a little crazy. I'm planning a retreat in September. I've got a book coming out. I am going to be organizing the next coaching certification, which we start registration in the fall. So I think that this is going to be the only one this year. So if you are thinking about it, please take advantage of it. If you have questions, just reach out to me. If you are feeling like, yes, this might be it, but you're not sure, ask me questions. Check it out. I'll put the links below, and I love you guys. I hope it's something that has piqued your interest and that you're willing to delve into if this is something that you're ready for. So look forward to working with you. Love you guys. See you soon. Okay, bye-bye.